Is everyone able to hear me all right? Someone could comment in the chat and let me know. Great. Awesome. Thank you. So yeah, we'll get started. Okay. Namaste. Welcome to the Soma Matha online Sangha. Join us in practice for inner peace, which brings clarity in life, improving health, relationships, success, and prosperity, and which prepares the mind for true meditation, which awakens intuitive knowing and spiritual sight. Each week we are announcing upcoming events and opportunities to participate in the activities of the Soma Matha organization based near Richmond, Virginia. Led by Swami Gananathamritananda, the Soma Matha is dedicated to spreading authentic teachings on spiritual yoga, mantra, meditation, Ayurveda, and other Vedic sciences for the peace of the world. We are working to build a temple for the goddess Shakambhari Devi. Each week, we'll be sharing a teaching from Swamiji, doing a group mantra practice and meditation, and conducting a simple puja, or prayer ceremony, for the goddess to humbly supplicate her to bestow her blessing upon the Sangha. A Sangha is a spiritual community who come together to support one another in their practice. Each individual gains strength in their practice from the collective effort of the group. The strengths of one counterbalance the faults of another, and each individual contributes according to their own unique strengths and insights. The collective result is a practice which is capable of leading people deeper than their individual practice would normally allow. Please join us and contribute your own mindful and sincere efforts, and enjoy the boost to your own practice which Sangha offers. Sangha feeds our practice. It nourishes us and empowers our efforts. It smooths and balances the challenges we face as it lifts our consciousness into subtler realms. So I'll do a little introduction. I'm Grant Ottinger. Hello. I've been studying with Swamiji for a few years. I've stayed at the property that he's currently at a few times over the years. Swami's asked me to lead the Sangha and broadcast for now from my apartment because the internet connection is weak at the property and live broadcast has been difficult if anyone has been following what's been going on. I will just say I can sometimes check the chat on the YouTube, so if something is happening, if you can't hear me or the audio, something like that, just say something in the chat and I'll try to correct it. There's going to be an audio file and a video that I'll be playing, and so let me know, if the audio is a good level or if something's up, and I can correct it. Swamiji will be watching the Sangha and participating in the group practices and sending video teachings for the group each week. Our efforts to provide this virtual space and to publish the many free teachings available on the website, our YouTube channel, and Facebook page are dependent upon your support as we shift towards taking some exciting new steps in our efforts to open a temple and teaching center here in Virginia. Donations are necessary to cover the mortgage and utility bills. We are encouraging all Sangha participants to formalize their connection by becoming Sangha members and pledging their monthly support through Patreon. There are 5 different tiers of support so that you can contribute according to your ability. All Sangha members will receive access to additional teachings and opportunities for support in their practice offered through Patreon. If you want to deepen practice and your connection to Sangha, please visit our Patreon. I should have had the link in the description, but I'm still working on this YouTube stuff, so it's patreon.com/Soma Matha. SOMAMATHA. To receive, we must give. This virtual Sangha is offered freely to one and all for the benefit of the world. Please help us to continue this service to humanity by deepening your spiritual connection and supporting our efforts in whatever ways you are able. We have an exciting announcement to make. Many of you may know that about 5 years ago we purchased a farm near Richmond for our temple. We had planned for this property to be a home base also for our spiritual teachings and a space for growing the Ayurvedic herbs we use for prayer ceremonies and in our line of Ayurvedic herbal teas. However, after years of work to prepare the property for opening to the public, the obstacles are seeming insurmountable. It has not been possible for us to get needed information from county officials to complete a conditional use permit application. A conditional use permit is required for use of a property for public prayer services in this locality. Though the application process has often been completed within several years by all religious organizations, we have not even been able to begin the process. Some know also that the property is in close proximity to several Civil War battlefields, and that the property itself was used to house many troops at that time. We have been aware of a very negative energy in the area which seems to be affecting the consciousness of people and hinder their progress in many unseen ways. Our efforts here have been fraught with many mysterious setbacks and difficulties. Though we have been working extremely hard, performing ceremonies to mitigate the karmas of the past and to bring the spiritual light to this place, things have not been shifting. We are aware that despite federal, state, and local laws permitting the free practice of religion and prohibiting the discrimination of any organization based upon their faith, that is not possible in certain localities in the United States for Hindu organizations to acquire the needed permits to operate. We, however, do not blame the county officials, but accept the situation as our own collective karma as a group of like-minded spiritual seekers working to build a temple, and understand the difficulties to acquire permits in the context of the larger picture of being blocked by powerful spiritual energy affecting this region. Though we would love to be able to help shift the energy here, our efforts to bring spiritual light to the world would clearly be more effective in the grander scheme in a space which is more conducive to such work. We admit that we have all done the best we could to make things work in this space and to shift the energies for the better at this location and find ways to return to our mission. After seeking his guru's blessings and seeking the advice of a gifted Vedic astrologer and meditating on the situation and seeking the blessings of the goddess, Swamiji has decided that we should sell this property and work to purchase another as soon as possible. Many localities do not require special permits for religious organizations, but allow worship as a by right usage for particular zoning classifications. Several Hindu temples here in Virginia have opened to the public without difficulty in such localities. We would not likely face such obstacles as having to obtain permits in such localities. Though we have spent a great deal of money and worked very hard to improve the property over the past 5 years, we still owe a great deal for the property, and it is likely that we will not get enough from the sale to purchase another property. As a result, Swamiji and others living at the property now may be left with limited resources and no place to go. Nevertheless, the astrology seems to be favorable for the sale of the property early next year, and so we plan to list it for sale in February. We need the help of local volunteers to help paint and prepare the property for sale. It is essential for us also to raise a large amount of money to enable our move to a usable space. We have continued many services and teachings to the best of our humble ability while we have been at this property, but our efforts have been weakened by the many obligations of repairing the buildings and working to attain government permits to farm the land and to invite public to the space. Our goal is to raise $500,000 between now and February. We hope that it will be possible to raise $200,000 from the sale of the property and furnishings here. This leaves an estimated $300,000 needed for us to purchase a usable property for our work. Because we have not had permits to offer classes and services for the past 5 years, income has been limited, and the not-for-profit organization would likely not qualify for a mortgage. So we need to be able to purchase the property outright, unless we can find a co-signer. $300,000 may sound like a lot of money, but this would require the donation of $1,000 from only 300 individuals. If those who are able contribute considerably more than this, that would help us meet our goal much more quickly. Because we are a registered not-for-profit church, all donations are tax deductible. Through the years, Swamiji has conducted puja ceremonies and counseling services for hundreds of individuals, and countless thousands of people have benefited from the teachings offered freely online through the website, YouTube channel, and Facebook page. If even a few of these people are inspired to give back by contributing generously in our time of need, we will meet our goal easily. Please help us get out the message and keep us in your prayers. We have many animals and plants under our care now, who we intend to bring with us to the next location. And so we are working and praying for a quick relocation to a permanent home for our teachings, prayers, and spiritual activities. Please share our story in our post on social media, and do not hesitate to reach out to us if you would like us to email you fundraising material to help you spread the word to people you know. For many years, Swamiji has offered his services free of charge to all who approached, and we continue to provide many valuable resources free to one and all. We need your help now more than ever to continue our efforts. We are extremely thankful for the support of countless people throughout the years. We have faith that the Goddess has a plan much better for us than we can imagine. We believe this episode in our journey has not been a setback or a mistake, but a great blessing. We are not sad to leave this place, nor do we feel we have failed. The Lord's objective is always fulfilled perfectly. We do not know where our next steps will take us, but we are happy to continue in the journey with faith in the Goddess and her perfect plan for us. And now we will be performing some mantra chanting. So I'll start the audio and we can all chant along. It'll be 108 recitations of the Gayatri mantra of Goddess Shakambhari. Shakambhari Devi is a form of Goddess Durga. She relates specifically to nourishment through plants, fruits, and vegetables. She relates to the forest, dense with plant life. She's the provider of sustenance and the vanquisher of all troubles. We have been treating her Gayatri mantra for several years in an effort to complete 600,000 repetitions before the opening of a temple for the goddess. We have about 15,000 left to complete. If you chant along with us, please report your repetitions through the website so we can include your chanting toward our totals. And that, I think, I might have to put that link in the chat. So now the meaning of the mantra. I can post. Let me see. Okay. So there's the mantra. Hopefully you can see it. So the mantra. Om Narayanye Jadidaye. Om. May we have knowledge of Goddess Narayani, the divine self, the highest realization, the supreme wealth, and the source of repose for all seekers. The next line is Shakambhari Chadimahi. This line means, may we perceive through our contemplation Goddess Shakambhari, who dwells in the forest, is the bearer of nourishment and vegetation, who is the power of the multitudes, who loves those who nourish and protect others, and who is the constant friend of those who praise her. The last line is Tanno Devich Prachodayate. This means, may the goddess of radiant light, Queen of the universe, impel our actions and our thoughts. The inner meaning of any mantra, however, cannot be understood by the rational mind. It is an experiential knowing which comes about from contemplating the energy of the sacred sounds and bringing our consciousness in line with the vibration of the mantra and its deity. Whether you chant with us or listen as we chant, sit mindfully so that the power of the sacred sounds can work on you and manifest their healing effects in your life.
शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात् ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात् ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात् ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात् ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात् ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात् ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात् ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात् ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात् ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात् ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात् ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात् ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात् ॐ नारायण्ये च विद्महे शाकम्भर्ये च धीमहि तन्नो देवी प्रचोदयात्
Can you guys hear me now? How's this for volume? How's this for quality? Can people hear me? Hello? Thanks, Monique. Okay. So let's see. So now we will do a short meditation. The instructions from Swami are to sit silently with your spine straight, shoulders back and relaxed. Close the eyes. Allow yourself to see the inner light of the divine radiating from your heart. If you do not see it, feel it. If distracting thoughts or feelings come into the mind, allow them to be. Witness them without hesitation, without judgment, without analysis. Allow the light of the divine to heal them, bringing deep peace and wisdom. In light, all darkness vanishes. Practice sitting in the inner light, which is bright like 10 million suns. Let this light heal you. Invite that experience. Allow it to guide your consciousness and impel your actions for the highest good of the three realms. And now we will have a teaching from Swamiji.
Satyena rajasa vartamano neveshayanamritam martyam cha hiranyayena savitharathena devo hyati bhuvana vipasyane. Hello, welcome to our first satsang. We intend to be offering these each week on Wednesday nights at US East Coast time, 7 p.m. So that's USA East Coast time, 7 p.m. I don't know what that is in world time, universal time, any of that. You'll have to do the conversions, I'm sorry. But each Wednesday we intend to be doing this. And so thank you for joining us. Thank you for praying with us. And I've been asked to talk just a little bit. And so I will talk just a little bit each week. And we've got the difficulties, they may have explained, I don't know. We've got the difficulties to broadcast live from the property where I am located right now. And so I'm recording these talks to send, and we play it. And then I'll be watching the satsang and participating and praying with everybody. And that's the beauty of the online satsang and the spiritual energies, is that satsang or Sangha is the community, because the Sangha is the associations. And we can have asanga, and we can have satsanga. The good association, the good spiritual people that uplift us in our practice, that inspire us in our practice by their own practices, that discourage us in our distractions, our delusions. This is called the satsanga. And asanga is the people who discourage us in our practice. They encourage the egoism, they encourage the animal instincts within us. The mind works in a certain way. The mind is very negative. Mind is very, very, very negative. It just is resisting everything. Resisting. That's the nature of the mind, is resistance. It's same as the body. It's the animal body. We're not the animal body. We're not the mind. We're not the thoughts. We're not the feelings. Mind is different even from the thoughts and feelings. But we associate with all these things. Someone cuts the finger of the body, they say, "Ow, you cut me! You cut my finger, me!" It's not you. It's not me. This body is not me. I'm existing before the body, after the body, inside the body, outside the body. Through our spiritual practice, we can gain this kind of awareness, but otherwise people are just stuck in this body and its instincts, and the mind, which has the identical sort of instincts. What happens if you take a flame, you put your hand over the flame? What happens? You try to keep your hand there. The hand will retract itself. We don't have to think about this. An impulse is not sent from the nerves in the finger through the arm up to the brain, and the brain doesn't then say, "Oh, I'm being burned, what should I do?" You don't analyze it, you don't think about it. It's instinctive. The reflexes pull the hand out of the fire without even that message being sent to the brain. Same as when the doctor hits on the knee to test the reflexes, boop, and the leg comes up. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know what you can see. But you know, when the doctor tests the reflexes, it's not a thought. It just happens instinctively. And same with the mind. We're always in this state of judgment. Is this good? Is this bad? We have these human concepts of good and bad. In the original, the Hindu philosophy, there's no good and no bad. This is a later addition. It comes from the Christian traditions, comes from the Zoroastrian tradition. In the original Hinduism, there's no good, no bad, because what is God? God is everything. God is in everything. People make the mistake. They think Hinduism is polytheism. They say, "Oh, they have so many gods, it's a polytheism." But same with the Catholics. Catholics have all these archangels, saints, and people. There are many divine beings that the Hindus believe in. 330 million devas the Hindus believe in, but it's not God, because the Hindus have a concept of God is Brahman. Or the Shaiva Hindus, they might call God Shiva, Parashiva, Parashakti, the Shaktas might say. Vaishnavas say it's Lord Narayana. But there's this one God in everything. Everything is from God. God is good, everything is good. But then God is also within everything. God permeates the creation. God is within everything. So we're thinking from a state of dualism, from delusion, from human. instinctive thinking when we say things are good or bad, but then what do? Once we have a list, this is good, this is bad, we make a list in our mind, we store it away in the subconscious mind. Fire bad, it burned me. This is good, cake is good, it tastes good. Wait, now I have diabetes. We scratch them out, we put cake in and cake bad now. I have diabetes now. Cake used to be good, now it's bad. My girlfriend is good, then we marry her, she becomes the wife, she becomes very bad. We change the category. This is how people are thinking. We have this list of good and bad. And what do? We seek good, we avoid bad. But really, nothing is bad, nothing is good. No person is bad. Every person has come to us as the divine messenger of Lord Narayana, Goddess Parashakti. Every person has come to fulfill our karma, to bring back to us our karma. We may have past karmas with those people, those places that we're encountering in our life. We need not resist or judge it if the person comes, and greet them open-armed, happy to see them. Hi, how are you, friend? If we can have this kind of attitude, we're like a yogi. This is what the practice of yoga is. It's restraining the mind from all its negativity. The mind is always storing away all these things. Ooh, this is painful. This is anger. Anger is bad emotion. Anger is bad, so I need to put that away. I need to not be angry. I'm a spiritual person. I'm doing a spiritual practice. I need to not feel any anger. I need to not feel any fear. I need to have more faith in God. But that's not the trick that the yogis learn. The yogis don't learn to repress their fear or pretend that it's not there, or to repress their anger, but to feel it and to observe it. To watch it so it can pass from their consciousness, so that it doesn't have the power to affect them anymore. People spend so much time fighting. They pick sides. This is good, this is bad. And we watch movies in the West that it's always there's some good guy, bad guy, protagonist, antagonist. And it trains us to think in this way, that some things are good, some things are bad, and we have to choose sides, and we have to fight. This is why I try not to involve myself in politics. It's a big fight. It's a lot of negativity. But think of it this way. What if there is some negativity going on in the political world? There's certainly greed and materialism affecting people's consciousness. There's also a lack of concern for other people sometimes. We draw certain lines. We say, oh, these people are terrorists, so they're bad people. They don't deserve our love and compassion. We can do anything we want to these people because they're terrorist-type people. We draw these kind of lines and boundaries, and people are being mistreated. But we've got to think, this is all everybody's karma. If we look and we say there's so much bad going on in the world, we say these decisions are being made from greed. I was just given a notification on my YouTube, which you're watching right now, I guess, through the YouTube, that they say they're going to put ads. Through all these years, they say, oh, buy some YouTube ads, we'll give you some money for posting your videos. And I've always chosen not to. Because we're giving something. We're not trying to get something in return necessarily. We're trying to give something for the good of the world. We're trying to put light there where there's a lot of darkness on YouTube. And we figure we'll be advertisement free. Let people just enjoy the video. It's annoying when you start your video and then there's some advertisement and you're not paying attention. You miss the end, another advertisement now. We thought we'll just have no ads, but now they're saying they'll put ads on our video anyway. Just we don't get any money from that, so that's okay. Some people could get very angry. They could say, oh, well, this is injustice. How dare they? I'm accustomed to this. Some of it is just what we get accustomed to. In America, people are very entitled. They expect a lot of things that people throughout the world don't have. They take for granted a lot of freedoms and privileges that they have. we've become accustomed to no ads videos here on YouTube. So we could be very upset if we chose to be upset. But really, I remain very thankful that the YouTube team is making a great platform that I can reach so many people with these videos. How many? I don't know, with some of our videos, some people have watched 100,000, 200,000 times. They watch the videos. We have several thousand followers following on the YouTube. If you're not following us, follow, so you get the notification that we're doing the Sangha. And then you can receive more teachings and you can pray with us. I'm getting back to how the virtual Sangha is every bit as powerful as the actual Sangha. You know, but we've got to have that spiritual consciousness to say, okay, this is all just God's play. God is doing this. How is this good? And if we get upset, we have to look at that as a blessing, that the situation is showing us some attachment within ourselves, some fault within ourselves, rather than putting away these negative feelings. The problem is people are out there in the world fighting evil, protesting evil, shouting about evil, rioting, looting, hurting people, starting wars, attacking, killing people who are evil to fight the evil in the world. They're making a very big mistake that they're becoming evil to try to fight evil. They're lowering themselves to that level. We can't do that. Because darkness can only be taken away by light. You can't fight darkness with darkness. I used to use the example, you can't fight fire with fire, but then some people say, well, in certain cases, actually, Swamiji, you can fight fire with fire. I say, okay, well, darkness. How are you going to destroy the darkness with darkness? You need light. If you have a dark room, you can't see anything. You'll fumble all around. There's so many problems because of the darkness. So light a candle, light a light. And that light will spread into every corner of the room. It will fill every last dark corner at least a little bit. And if it's not enough, light another light, light another light. This is a dark time of the year, the winter season in the Western Hemisphere. Things are getting dark. Day is getting short. We get up later because sun is getting up later and sun is going down early. It's like 4 p.m. now and sun is going down and people get depressed because of this, and it's getting colder and the plants all die back. And the spiritual energy is less in this time of year. This is why we have so many festivals in this time of year and why we're lighting the lights in these festivals. Deepavali, a festival of light. Kartikai Dipam is a festival of light. We have so many festivals of light in this time because it's a dark time. And it's a dark time on the earth as well. And we're in this Kali Yuga, this dark age, and there's so much darkness, and we've got to be careful not to fight darkness with darkness, but fight it with light. If there's hatred, if there's lack of compassion, lack of empathy, if there's greed in the world, then be selfless. Give up your possessions to needy people. Be happy, be peaceful, be joyous. Bring love and light into people's life. That's the important message here. Don't fight darkness with darkness. Don't lower yourself to that level, or you just get pulled into the darkness. You get overcome by the darkness. That's why we're moving on from this property. Because it's more difficult to bring up the light here in this place. And even though, some would say, oh, stay, fight with the darkness. That's not our task. That's not our job. That's not our place in this world. We just bring the light. We go to some conducive space and we bring the spiritual light. And so all of us together are joining together to do our practice to tap into that inner light within us. The Sangha is very powerful. When you have a community praying with you, working with you, it's very powerful, very potent practice. Because each person has one fault. It'll be different, at least one fault. I have quite a few faults myself. I don't know about you guys watching, but I've got quite a few. But see, that's the thing. My faults are going to be in one way. Someone else's faults will be in some other way. Some person, he may be very, very, very proud. Another person may be lacking confidence, lacking self-esteem. You see, in individual practice, each person has a huge obstacle. In group practice, they cancel one another out. Proud person cancels out the insecure person. No longer is that a fault for the group. because that proud person also has the confidence that's lacking from the other. And the other person has the humility lacking from the other. If they're trying to do some bad things, they could probably do some terribly bad things together on account of their faults. But when they're trying to do good things, they can do incredibly good things because of their assets that they come together. One person is not capable of doing certain things in this world, but a group of people can do it. When a group comes together, always that effect is more powerful. They get more done more quickly. We'll go deeper in our spiritual practice because we're praying as a group. And so when we do this chanting practice, when we do meditation practice, when we do the puja, because so many people are joining in and praying with us, the effect is very deep, very potent. We're doing this live. You need not watch it live. If you can watch it live, it's good. You'll be connecting with us energetically in that moment. But if you're in some different place in the world, you can't watch it live. At least watch it later. Do the practice with us energetically. The spiritual energies. God is beyond time. God is beyond space. It doesn't matter that one person is in one place, one person is in another place. If you feel you're not connecting enough, you can light a lamp, light a candle, light an oil lamp, ghee lamp, or light a candle, some natural beeswax or something. Light some incense, and this will create an offering. The devas can put that energies in your space where you are. You'll feel the energy that we're feeling. Whatever amount you're able to go within in your practice, when you practice alone, you're going to go to that space of consciousness. If you have blockage in your subconscious, you may not go that deeply. But when you're with a group and they're practicing together, each person will be pulling the group a little bit more deeper. And if there's a few people that have been doing a lot of practice, they can go very deep. They'll pull the group very deep for those people who practice mindfully, attentively. And that's what we need, everyone collectively, to strive to do better than they did last time, to remain focused, to remain aware, to remain peaceful, to remain open to whatever experience comes. It's not about repressing your anger, your fear. It's about facing it. It's about going in, seeing it for what it is, and remaining still. There's a story. My guru's guru was writing of his guru, and he was praising him. He said, he is so pure, he's so great in his practice of brahmacharya, of celibacy, that he could have beautiful naked maidens dancing all around him, and he wouldn't become excited. It's an interesting thought, and I've used this story before because it's a very interesting concept. This teaches us so much there, because a lot of people think, that's Swami, he's not a brahmachari, not a brahmachari. He has the naked dancing maidens around him. He's impure, we hate him, he's bad. He's in association with them, he's bad. But see, that's the thing. Brahmacharya is not about some physical association. Sannyas, it's not about a physical renunciation. I could throw down my robes. It doesn't renounce anything. Sannyas means throwing down. But so I throw this down, what does that mean? If then I'm thinking, oh my God, is the dirt getting on it? Oh no, let me clean it up. Oh no, let me go wash it. Let me put it back on. Will I lose it? Will it, Renunciation has nothing to do with what you're physically doing. Brahmacharya has nothing to do with what you're physically doing. It's a mental concept. It's something that happens inwardly as we learn to become the observers. We learn to become still, become the witness to our experiences. Most people are not witnessing their experiences. They're not paying good attention. They're not learning from them. They're not being driven inwardly by them. Every occurrence in life is a blessing from the divine sent to us to uplift us, to heal us. Every single last experience is the absolute best thing that could be happening to us at that very moment for the next steps in our spiritual progress, if we have the right attitude. But most of us don't have the right attitude. We've got to develop that right attitude. We've got to embrace everything, welcome every experience, and stop resisting. We don't resist a single inch, because really that's the issue. Everything is just trying to awaken us to our true nature. Everything is trying to awaken us. Every last thing, think about it, everything that's happening. And the only problem is we're resisting. So thanks for joining us. Om.
Thank you, Swami, for teaching. Puja is the traditional system of offerings, coupled with mantras and visualizations revealed by the sages to help people seek the assistance of divine beings in their lives and spiritual practice. Puja ceremonies can be simple, as in the case of the offerings made daily in the homes of millions of Hindus, or extremely complicated, as are the rituals of temple consecrations, which require the participation of hundreds of devotees and dozens of well-trained priests. The oil lamps, fruits, flowers, water, herbal incense, and other offerings provide prana, or subtle nutrients, for the devas and other inner realm beings to send blessings to the physical realm. The sacred mantras open a channel to the inner realms. The effects of puja are powerful to bring about peace and healing. During puja, problems are mysteriously resolved, and answers to difficult questions arise spontaneously by the grace of the many inner plane beings working to fulfill our prayer, empowered by the sacred mantras and offerings. We are conducting a simple Pancha Puja of 5 offerings. These offerings relate to the 5 elements and are Pushpa, a flower, which symbolizes the ether element, Gandha, sandalwood paste, connected to the earth element, Tuba, incense, symbolic of the air element, Deepa, light, symbolizing fire, and Naivedyam, which is food, relating to water.
Om Adya Purvokta Evam Guna Visheshena Vishishtayam Asyam Shubhatithau Sri Soma Matha Sanghasya Asmakam Sahakutumbhanam Kshemasthirya Virya Vijaya Ayura Roga Aishwaryanam Abhivriddhartham Shri Shakambhari Devi Prasada Siddhyartham Yatha Shakya Shri Shakambhari Devi Pancha Pujam Karisye Om Apa Upasprisya Om Jata Veda Zezunavama Soma Marathi Hato Nidahati Vedaha Sanah Parshadati Durgani Vishvanaveva Sindhum Duritatyaknihi Om Am Sham Shakambhari Devye Namaha Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Asmin Chitrapathe Shri Shakambhari Devim Avahayami Sthapayami Om Am Sham Shakambhari Devye Namaha Gandhan Dharayami Gandhasyopari Haridra Kumkumam Samarpayami Om Am Sham Shakambhari Devye Namaha Pushpam Pujayami Om Am Sham Shakambhari Devi Namaha Dhupam Agrapayami. Om Am Sham Shakambhari Devi Namaha Deepam Darshayami. Om Amritamastu Amritopastaranamasi. Om Pranaya Swaha. Om Apanaya Swaha. Om Vyanaya Swaha. Om Udanaya Swaha. Om Samanaya Swaha. Om Brahmane Swaha. Om Am Sham Shakambhari Devi Namaha Naivedyam Nivedayami. Tambulam Nivedayami. Amritapaniyam Samarpayami. Om Yopam Pushpam Veda Pushpavan Prajavahan Pashuman Bhavati Chandramava Apam Pushpam Pushpavan Prajavahan Pashuman Bhavati Ya evam Veda Yopamayatanam Veda Ayatanavan Bhavati Rajadhirajaya Prasaya Sahine. Namo Vayam Vahi Shravanaya Kurmahe Same Kaman Kama Kama Yahmahyam Kameshwaro Vaihe Shravano Dadhatu Kuberaya Vaishravanaya Maharajaya Namaha. Yo Vedado Swarah Prokto Vedante Cha Pratishtitaha Tasya Prakriti Linasya Yah Parasamaheshwaraha Narayanye Cha Vidmahe Shakambhare Cha Dhimahi Tatno Devi Prachodayate. Om Am Sham Shakambhari Devi Namaha. Om Bhurbhuvassuvaha. Om Avahitabhyas Sarvabhyo Devatabhyo Namaha. Vedokta Mantra Pushpanjalim Samarpayami. Kale Varshantu Parjanyaha Prithive Sasya Sahitni. Desho Hyam Kshobarahitaha Brahmana Sandhu Nirbhayaha Bhagavata Sandhu Nirbhayaha Sajjana Sandhu Nirbhayaha Sarve Jana Sandhu Nirbhayaha Swaste Prajabhyah Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahimahishaha Go Brahmanebhyah Shubhamastu Nityam Lokah Samastha Sukhino Bhavantu. Aim Kara Hrim Kara Rahasya Yukta Shrim Kara Gudhartha Mahavibhutya. Om Kara Marma Pradipadinibhyam Namo Namaha Shri Guru Padukabhyam Ajnana Nashanaya Vidmahe Jnana Prakashaya Dhimahi Tapno Guru Padukah Prachodayate. Om Shatamanam Bhavati Shatayuh Purushashatendriya Ayushevendrihe Pratitishthati. Om Sahatna Vavatu Sahatna Bhunakto Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Tat Sat. Shri Devi Arpanamastu.
Hello, everyone. That concludes our Sangha. We offer this Sangha freely. Please, as you're able, you can join our Patreon. The link should be in the description. We are Soma Matha on Patreon. Please donate, volunteer, and spread the word about our upcoming move. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Sahaviryan Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thanks, everyone.